Welcome to the Fox 17 Rockin' Review on the web. I got my buddy here, Bryan Kehoe, all the way from California.
California.
Dunlop Manufacturing. Now, they've been around for a little while.
1965, family owned.
Very cool. And we were talking about earlier on the news about, the family of products that you guys have taken over now, besides obviously your own Dunlop and the picks and all this cool stuff.
NXR, Crybaby, strings, Way Huge. We have a lot of accessories. And 10,000 SKUs.
10,000 SKUs. Well, and we were just, you were running through a couple of these pedals as you opened up for us. And let's talk about this one first, Bryan.
This is the Super Puss right here, Super Puss. Up to 1 second of analog delay, tap tempo, has the chorusing on the returns, it has a gain stage on the returns to get that real chewy, degraded sound. It has the tone knob so you can make it bright or dirty, tap tempo, you can assign the note as far as quarter note, dotted.
You use these racks of gear to accomplish what this one pedal does.
Well, I mean, this right here is the Edge in a box.
That's awesome.
So the Edge is probably going to have to throw away his 15 racks of doom.
Right.
And just get this.
Now, and we're also checking out the new fuzz face. Now, this actually shrunk in your laundry on the way here, right?
That's what happened. We took it and we put it in the dryer a little too long, and it shrunk just like my wife's sweater.
Exactly.
And it has the LED, has the 9-volt in. It's just the small size. It's the same circuit
and
as
so
our
pedal friendly, for
pedal
people here.
Friendly.
I mean, that's what's incredible about it, because I mean, everybody loves the fuzz face sound,
right.
But where do you find room for a Frisbee on your board?
Right, it's crazy. And then because of the geometry, it just doesn't really line up with all the rest of the stuff.
Right.
This will be offered in our regular germanium. It'll be offered with the BC 108 Silicon Hendrix series.
Wow.
And then another BC 108 Silicon that is voiced differently with a different gain stage.
Okay.
George Trips, who is our director of new products, who founded Way Huge in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
He really likes that sound of the third one. So there'll be 3 available.
That's
incredible.
Then
hopefully we'll be able to get more into the signature stuff, the Bonamassa and the Eric Johnson.
Which have done so well, and those sound great. But I think this is incredible to be able to put it on your pedal board and a smaller footprint.
And it's cool. It's like M&M's.
It's just this boom right there.
Yes.
And then we were also, you were telling me some things about the new volume pedal, and you guys have really made some great new innovations. I mean, you always had a very good volume pedal, but this one's even better.
Well, the thing is that people are really gravitating towards the volume pedal. It has a steel band drive. It's a low friction drive. This particular one had been tested up to 3 million revolutions or something crazy like that. It has a standard in and out, has a dedicated tuner out.
Okay.
And then the new function on this Volume X is that it has an expression out as well.
Oh, that's
and
incredible.
You can adjust the expression inside the pedal.
And it looks like Kevlar, so you can take a bullet with it.
Right. And it's also smaller, talk about pedal board friendly.
Right.
It's a smaller footprint as far as the same footprint as a Crybaby, but has the same radius.
Perfect. Yeah, and it's built like a tank, like all of your guys' products.
That's it. And, if anybody comes after you and wants to steal your lunch money, you hit them over the head with that.
And then lastly, we wanted to check out this other pedal that you brought, so we don't ignore our bass player friends.
That's right.
And so tell me a little bit about this one.
Well, this is the new bass chorus, which is really cool because it can be a chorus or flanger, and also it has a crossover feature. So if you're a bass player, you hit that low E, a lot of times you get that phase cancellation, you lose your bottom end. You put in this crossover, so now the chorus is not working on the lower notes, but still working on the higher notes. You hit that low note.
Wow.
And then you kind of noodle around, do the Jocko thing, do some wind chimes.
So you're really getting some dual usage out of a small pedal like this.
And the one thing that I want to say, and a lot of people get confused, it's a bass chorus. Well, you know what? It sounds great on guitar too. So just because it says bass, it's marketed to the bass.
Yeah.
But you know what? If it's a great analog effect, if it's a great pedal, it's going to work on a tambourine.
Totally. Well, and also I want to tell we've been talking about all your pedals, all the great products you guys have. You've got guitar picks, all that. Touch on the strings a little bit now.
Well, we make our strings there at the factory. Everything's done there. It's all high quality. From the point that the raw materials come in, inspected all the way through. There's the big long process with the formulas. The strings are really happening.
I'll tell you what, I've been impressed with them. I just put a set of the heavy cores on my backline guitar, and it's like, man, I really like the meat of them. I like the sustain and everything else. And
those are made for guys who need a little more tension at normal tunings, or what they call normal tension at drop tunings. So
gotcha. Yeah,
instead of having to recut your nut and getting 60s and all that stuff, we formulated a core to wrap ratio and a formula that would enhance that playing performance for the guys that like to.
You can definitely tell it in the sound. Now, where can they find, viewers watching, where can they find the products locally?
Any place. I mean, Jim Dunlop or Dunlop products are all over the world.
And what's your website?
JimDunlop.com.
Okay. And so you're going to come back on and bring more cool products when
You
you
better
get the
believe
chance?
it, man. I love this town. Are you kidding me?
Well, thanks for coming on,
Thank
Bryan.
you. Thank
Really
you.
appreciate it. Thanks for watching
Thank
the
you.
Fox 17 Rock and Review. Be sure and check out these Dunlop products and other cool ones. You can check them out online. They've got a lot of new innovations coming out, and we'll be back with Bryan later on.